WWE officially addresses Jey Uso quitting for the first time on Raw. The best and worst of WWE Raw. Cody Rhodes given new nickname that used to belong to Seth Rollins. Sami Zayn's elbow potentially re-injured after assault by the Judgment Day. Becky Lynch takes a shot at Triple H with her t-shirt on Raw. Controversial WWE star released ahead of WWE Raw. Rikishi returns for Jimmy and Jey Uso and more. Let's jump right into it. The best and worst of WWE Raw. WWE Raw tonight was a solid show, if a bit uneventful. It carried on nicely from last week's newsworthy episode as we move toward Payback 2023. While several stories continued well, the show wasn't perfect. Let's look at the main positives and negatives of tonight's episode of the Red Brand, featuring the Judgment Day, Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and many others. Number 3. Best. Alpha Academy and Imperium have fun on WWE Raw. Alpha Academy had a great night on WWE Raw as they and Imperium shared the ring for a while. Chad Gable made quite the statement as he looked to unsettle Gunther ahead of their Intercontinental Championship match next week. The Olympian defeated Giovanni Vinci, while Maxine Dupri slapped Ludwig Kaiser after a pretty great promo from the German. Gunther may have defeated Otis, but Gable got the last laugh as he suplexed the ring general after the match. The two look set to light up WWE Raw next week with a classic for the IC title. The result may not be in doubt, but Chad Gable could possibly give Gunther his best main roster match yet. Number 2. Worst. Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus finally happened, but it did not have a winner. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus fought to a double countout on WWE Raw. It was unfortunate, as we are still yet to have a clean finish between the two legends despite this feud lasting around 4 months. The man could have gained a sneaky win on WWE Raw tonight, setting up a rubber match inside a steel cage. While that is still set to happen, Lynch remains without a win against Stratus so far. This feud needed something bigger than a no contest, so hopefully the steel cage match will deliver. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus need to have that one defining match. Number 2. Best. The winner of Chelsea's Got Talent is Piper Niven. Attacked Kaden Carter and Katana Chance backstage. Niven forcefully took one of the women's tag team belts held by Chelsea Green, making herself a champion. While it's unfortunate we didn't get to see any auditions to become Chelsea's partner on WWE Raw, Piper Niven is a great choice to replace Sonya Deville. The two could have a fun dynamic, with Green as the mouthpiece and Piper as the powerhouse. Number 1. Worst. Eden Bras. It looks like Matt Riddle wants to recapture the magic of RK Bro with Drew McIntyre as his tag team partner. The two of them defeated the Viking Raiders and are seemingly known as Eden Bros, named after the capital of Scotland. This sounds baffling, as does the fact that Riddle and McIntyre are looking for a shot at the tag team titles. They will face the New Day next week on WWE Raw to go one step closer to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. The makeshift team absolutely shouldn't win, especially since it's seemingly designed to lead to a heel turn for Drew McIntyre. Number 1. Best. J.D. McDonough to join the Judgment Day. As expected, WWE Raw started and ended with the Judgment Day. But what was interesting about tonight was how only 3 members opened the show. Finn Balor remained backstage and instead sent J.D. McDonough to deliver a message to them. This led to some tension, but it was squashed ahead of Balor's main event match against Cody Rhodes. Despite losing once again due to priest-related shenanigans, the Irishman got his way. The Judgment Day assaulted Rhodes until Sami Zayn made the save. That's when J.D. McDonough resurfaced, helping Finn Balor and co. gain the advantage. The Judgment Day stood tall in the ring to end the show, with McDonough on the outside looking eagerly. If this was an addition, he seems to have passed. Expect Finn Balor's friend to join the group by next week. It will be interesting to see where things go from there. Cody Rhodes given a new nickname that used to belong to Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins have a huge role in each other's recent WWE careers, with Cody's return in 2022 seeing him having an epic trilogy with Seth Rollins. The promotion has given Cody a nickname that once belonged to Rollins. On the latest episode of Raw, while advertising Cody Rhodes' match against Finn Balor, WWE referred to him as the Beast Slayer following his victory over Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2023. It was quickly noted that Seth Rollins used to have that nickname after he defeated Brock Lesnar in 2019. Unlike Seth Rollins, however, what Cody Rhodes managed to achieve is the fact that Lesnar gave him a ringing endorsement post-match at SummerSlam 2023. It was a good match between the two that was tailor-made to build up Cody for the rest of the year and presumably in WrestleMania 40, where he is rumored to face Roman Reigns in a rematch. As of now, there isn't any storyline in place for Cody. He teamed up with Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura last week in the main event, but was left dumbfounded after the Japanese star turned on Rollins to set up their World Heavyweight title feud. This week, Cody was booked against the Judgment Day's Finn Balor. Which Beast Slayer do you prefer? Sound off in the comments section below. Sami Zayn's elbow potentially re-injured after assault by the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day is a united front again after embracing at the end of Raw. The main event saw Cody Rhodes defeat Finn Balor, but a brutal assault was launched, and a current champion even got re-injured. After Cody Rhodes picked up the win over Finn Balor, the Judgment Day began a post-match assault, with Sami Zayn coming in for the save. Although the latter had already won earlier by defeating JD McDonough, it was the 33-year-old star who was the big difference maker as he targeted Zayn's injured elbow. As a result of that, Sami Zayn has seemingly re-injured his elbow thanks to Judgment Day. Although Balor was technically on the receiving end of a pin for the third time in less than 2 weeks, it seems like his issues with Damian Priest have been put aside for the time being. There was an undeniable tension between Balor and Money in the Bank winner Damian Priest, with the latter costing Balor the World Heavyweight title twice. However, Cody Rhodes couldn't handle the power of 5 people even with Zayn's help. After Raw went off the air, Sami Zayn expressed his gratitude towards the city of Winnipeg. Did you enjoy Raw's main event this week? Sound off in the comments section below. Becky Lynch takes a shot at Triple H with her t-shirt on Raw. Becky Lynch continues to take shots at Triple H on Raw. This week ahead of her match against Trish Stratus, she wore a t-shirt that seemingly took a dig at the game for his post-SummerSlam comments. Just for context, Triple H potentially took a dig at Becky Lynch when addressing superstars being left off the SummerSlam 2023 card. He seemingly referenced Becky Lynch's picture on social media with lemons and said that superstars left off the card needed to take lemons and make lemonade with it. Last week on Raw, the man literally came out with lemonade while on commentary. On the latest episode of The Red Brand, she wore a t-shirt with a lemon on it, taking a shot back at Triple H. It's admittedly a hilarious little feud going on, and for all we know, it could be a running joke between the two. Fans were upset about the fact that Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus didn't happen at SummerSlam because the feud has been going on since April, and SummerSlam seemed like the perfect event to end it all. However, given that Becky versus Trish 3 ended in a double count out and post-match brawl, it looks like the rivalry will be carrying over to Payback 2023 at the very least. What are your thoughts on Lynch taking shots at the game? Sound off in the comment section below. Controversial WWE star release ahead of WWE Raw. A rumor has begun circulating on Twitter that Triple H has released a top name from the company. Whether there's any truth to the rumor or not, the fans are questioning whether the star is still with WWE. Lacey Evans has become the center of controversy once as the rumors started to do the round. Lacey Evans has found herself amid quite a few controversies in the last few months, starting from the fact that she seemed to have a few very controversial opinions about autism. She was also the target of Skate Slaughter, saying that she had copied his character by saying that she was a Marine. This is despite the fact that Evans has a real military background, while for Slaughter, it was mostly a character. Now, seemingly out of nowhere, fans started to question whether Lacey Evans has been released from WWE. This started after she changed her Twitter handle. Instead of her old handle, which said Lacey Evans WWE, she changed it to Limitless Macy. This is an odd assumption as she still has Lacey Evans tilde WWE Superstar as her Twitter name and even has WWE Superstar in her bio. Fans, though, were sure that she had been let go by the company. Some fans also blamed Triple H, saying that they hated the WWE creative head. Again, it's not confirmed at all whether Triple H or WWE has released the star. However, some fans also noticed that she had not removed it from her bio. But they did say that she was maybe getting her post-WWE name ready, much like Charlotte Flair had a few years back. Whether this is true or not remains to be seen. But for the time being, it's clear that there are a lot of rumors. It's also not certain why she changed her handle. Bray Wyatt to make his return soon. Bray Wyatt has been one of the most enigmatic names in the world of pro wrestling. He's been away from television since February this year, and the news of his return has been a hot topic since then. Every time a new report breaks out about his potential return, a conflicting report follows it. However, this time there's finally a beacon of hope as WWE legend and Bray Wyatt's father, Mike Rotunda, hinted at Bray's potential comeback. He squashed all the news that has been circulating on the internet lately and said that Wyatt's return is just on the horizon. Mike Rotunda is one of the closest people to the Eater of Worlds, and thus his words can be digested with ease. Moreover, Rotunda did not speak much about his son, which also leaves an inkling that he did not want to spoil Wyatt's return. However, the pro wrestling veteran implicitly dropped a major hint. The news of Bray Wyatt's return has been keeping fans on a roller coaster ride as new reports surface on the internet every now and then. The 36-year-old was also rumored to return to SummerSlam this year, which did not come to fruition. However, it cannot be argued that his return is one of the most anticipated things currently in WWE. It looks to be only a matter of time before the WWE Universe witnesses an arena wrapped in an eerie ambience with the presence of the cult leader. WWE likely has multiple options in store for the former Wyatt family leader upon his return. The company might debut a new faction for Bray Wyatt in his much-anticipated comeback to the company. A new faction with an uncanny gimmick similar to that of the Wyatt family will enthrall fans. Wyatt has been rumored to debut his own group for a long time, and if it happens, it will surely be one of the most engrossing things in WWE. The company can have many faction warfare matches that will surely fascinate the WWE universe. One of the other options WWE has is bringing back The Fiend, who was one of the most popular characters in the company company before Wyatt's release in July 2021. The Fiend was a high-concept gimmick fueled by Bray's wild creativity, and Wyatt could surely wreak havoc on the main roster if he brought the persona back. Whatever the case, the return of the cult leader will cause a thunderous reaction from the crowd. Rikishi returns for Jimmy and Jey Uso. The Bloodline saga has overall been a masterpiece by WWE. Fans recently commented on Rikishi's rumored involvement in the intriguing storyline. Many in the WWE universe have wanted Rikishi to join his family members in the Bloodline saga for a long time. He was widely expected to show up during Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam 2023, but that did not happen. He was last seen in the Stanford-based promotion in 2020 when he appeared at Survivor Series during The Undertaker's retirement ceremony. Rikishi may have now spoiled his return to WWE to officiate a match at Payback. He shared a graphic on Twitter promoting his upcoming appearance at a wrestling convention. In the poster, it was mentioned that the 57-year-old would be present for a meet and greet session in Carlsbad before making his return at the September 2 show. Fans were quick to notice this and started commenting on his Twitter post. One fan said they were wondering when the legend would enter the storyline. One fan tweeted that Edge said the same thing years ago, but he returned at the Royal Rumble. Another fan made a hilarious comment indicating they do not believe Rikishi's cover-up. One fan claimed that the WWE legend's return was already spoiled, and no one believed his cover-up. One fan believed that WWE would change their plans now that the return had been leaked. Another fan didn't buy his explanation and thought it was the right time for him to show up in the Bloodline storyline. On a recent episode of his 83 Weeks podcast, Eric Bischoff said that the match between the Bloodline member Roman Reigns and Jey Uso at SummerSlam was boring. I like this match less than I liked the previous match, the women's match. I was disappointed because of my expectations, and part of it might have been, and maybe that's kind of the reaction that the audience, the expectations have been so high for anything Bloodline related because it's been so awesome for so long. This wasn't. This was maintenance. This didn't advance anything in my opinion. My visceral response is I was bored. I did not enjoy this match at all. The Bloodline saga has taken a massive turn as Jimmy Uso recently betrayed his twin brother Jey at SummerSlam. The latter bounced back from the loss on the latest episode of SmackDown as he superkicked Reigns, Jimmy, and Solo Sikoa. Only time will tell what WWE has in store for the group's future. What do you think about Rikishi possibly making his return at WWE Payback? Let us know in the comments section below. WWE officially addresses Jey Uso quitting for the first time on Raw. Jey Uso announced that he was quitting WWE on the last SmackDown. While the star was moved from the WWE Superstars page to the alumni page on the site, the company had not officially commented on this. Now the company has finally addressed his quitting via Michael Cole and Wade Barrett during Raw. Last week, during the Hail to the Chief segment on SmackDown, Jey Uso finally snapped after being betrayed by his brother at SummerSlam. He had enough of Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa speaking, super kicking both, and taking them out. After that, he approached his brother and then super kicked him as well. He then turned to the camera and said he was leaving the Bloodline, SmackDown, and WWE. Tonight during WWE Raw, after a promo video played about what had happened on SummerSlam and on SmackDown with the Bloodline, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett finally addressed what was happening with the star. Cole admitted that there was a lot of confusion regarding him. On the other hand, Barrett confirmed that he had been moved to the alumni page and said that the star had reached his breaking point and had left. The two did not say whether he would be coming back. At this time, it looks like as far as WWE is officially concerned in this storyline, Jey Uso is not a part of the company. Do you think Uso has left the promotion? Sound off in the comments section below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing